You guys remember this? I caught this for you guys. I told you I was drawn to take the picture through my window, and this is what I found. And then the next day I was drawn again to the window. You guys will see it way back in the, I made a whole video of it because the last thing that I saw will blow your mind. Yeah, my screen is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It may be a little bit smaller, but I don't care because it's weird, okay? So anywho, you see the next day, this is what happened. I was drawn to do this, and it's like it looked like 3, but then if I look at it clearer, it'll look like 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know, of these, okay? So, yeah, so the next day I was drawn to more of these, okay? Which I choose to say are spirits. So a lot of spirits they did something this particular time, man, I'm telling you. And a lot of you guys, look way back in my videos, you'll see the whole entire video. And this is before they started really harming my channel relentlessly and then this is when somebody else came up with a name, and how they say the one from India, the one person. It's interesting that they have my same name, because people used to make that joke and say, oh, well, if you get scammed, it's that one guy in India or some crazy stuff they say sitting behind the desk. Well, I have 2 people with the same name, that has channels as mine. And so a lot of my subscribers that I met out in the field, I hope they are never confused by this. However, I see that they have been harming my channel over the years, and now we're learning about all of this other stuff that's coming to light, which I was, always telling you guys something of the sort, okay, which I'm trying to post right now, because I'm gonna let y'all see in every which way. Something brief though. But this is my channel, and this is how it was before anything. You see how it went from the 2s to the 1s, and then if I go back to my other information that I have, you'll see actually more. But nevertheless, it's neither here nor there, but this is what's happening now. Happy birthday to you, Libra 109. Happy birthday to you, Libra 109. Oh, happy birthday to all of my lovely and handsome and sexy, and don't ever forget intelligent and really good with your hands around the house, Libras. Happy birthday is for you and only you, Libras. Libras, happy birthday to you guys. Some of you guys are being recognized from the right here and up into the skies. I can't make it up. All right, that's why the higher realms is showing you this gold cup. That is something for you guys. Shout out to my Libras. You are really being celebrated at this time. My goodness. Yeah. So Libras, let me tell you guys, right now the higher realms want you guys to enjoy your beautiful day by letting you know, first of all, there are 2 days you don't ever have to worry about. That's yesterday and tomorrow. Why? Because yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Your day is today in every way. And that's right. The higher realms want you guys also to know that you are the mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. Know your worth. That's what the higher realm says since birth. Know your worth. Yes, you guys, the higher realm said you need to recognize that that word could be no other word than planet. So you will know that you are planned. The last 2 letters of that word planet is simply ET. That means until the end of time, or simply Earth's timeline, okay? A lot of you guys need to know that you have been really rocking, living the ET way all your life. And what I mean by that is E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. And that's so beautiful. That's why you're being celebrated. It's actually spiritually mandated that you be celebrated. You guys have been, unbeknownst to you, really doing some work. A lot of you guys think that work only take place in one-dimensional level. No, indeed. You guys are multi-dimensional spiritual beings, and you guys need to know this. All right? The reason being, you guys are really executing that low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. I'm so proud of you guys. You're being celebrated, and you need to recognize, okay? I know it's something little for you guys, but I see you guys having an issue one time where I know it's something weird. This is not for all my Libras, but this is for a specific Libra that's coming out right now. Something about a whistle. You know, someone was taking a whistle from a little kid. But this wasn't just any little kid. It may have been your little brother, your little cousin, or somebody like a little neighbor that you felt very close to. And you guys made sure that you got that whistle back or something like that. It was something in regards to a whistle. Now, in that case, someone had taken it or mistaken it for their own, and it was somebody much bigger. And you guys went to them. And you guys, at this time, I'm looking at you guys being maybe 15, between 13 to 15, but I believe 15 years old. Yeah, this was a while back. And the person that they took it from was probably about 8, 7, some maybe even 6. Okay, but you got that whistle back for them immediately that day. So what this means is a certain phases that you've been through in your life, and certain things that really need to be celebrated that you guys don't realize that really generationally affected others' lives. And that was one of the things that did that, because the way you approach the situation, it really made a lasting sensation on both parties. The person who mistakenly took it away, and the person who you were getting it back from. You really taught them how to stand up, and then the other person, you taught them how to pay attention. You know what I mean? To what they were doing. Because some people actually do not think before they act. They just act, and then it's 9 times out of 10 they think about it much, much later. And it take people like you to, make this greater effect. So I commend you, Libras. You did a great job, those of you who identify with this message, because Ooh, it is sincere. Great job. Others of my Libras, the higher realms is acknowledging you guys for everything that you do as well. You know, trying to stay the course. And it's so funny because a lot of you guys, I'm seeing my Libras knowing that you are the scale of justice. Like, a lot of you guys know this. However, I don't know if you guys really know that you're the only sign that's not in human form at all. So that should tell you guys something. You're about spiritual justice. It may not be all physical and man-made. It's more spiritual than anything at all. So a lot of you guys really are, something else. You're big stuff. You know what I mean? You're very important is what I really mean. You're very mass key component to this whole divine plan. You guys keep that medium going. You know what I mean? On a multi-dimensional spiritual level. Because that scale is more spiritual than anything. All right? Because we are spiritual all, Exactly. We are born of a mighty spirit, a lot of us. So, therefore, we are spiritual all, just like the word says, it's for everybody. Everybody. The spirit has no sex, no age, or no color. On this planet, really, there's no big eyes or little U's. It's simply we're all in the same planet, riding the same rough seas. I gotta help you, you gotta help me. So we gotta really focus on that ET part of it. So you guys need to know that, okay? In a big way. Now, I don't know. That is so powerful. The higher realms are showing me a lot of you guys, instead of the Y or the M or the X in your hand, a lot of you guys got this wide V. It's a big V on your left hand. Those lines in the middle of your hand. When you guys have a large V on the left hand, you have a V, and that V is significant to your victories. Because a lot of you guys constantly, wow. So that's why, man, you never know what the higher realms is doing. I'm telling you guys, I just do what I'm supposed to do. So a lot of you guys, you're hitting past milestone victories. Like, you are really surpassing milestones in life. That's why the higher realms made this cup available. Because the higher realms is showing me your hand says V, which is victory. Okay? It's not virgin, it's victory. Okay? That's why the higher realm gave you this gold cup today as well. My goodness. That's good energy, Libras, okay? Very, very good. I'm seeing you guys change your diets in a big way. I'm seeing you guys changing your eating habits a lot of ways. A lot of you guys are experimenting different spices in your food at this time. A lot of you guys are practicing eating at home more. I'm seeing that. A lot of you guys are preparing your own lunch. Things of that nature, or your mindset is strong in that area. Like, I want to do this. You're going to do this because sometimes, most times when I share these things, I'm usually before, but right now it's like I'm seeing you guys just really, you reckon some stuff in that kitchen. I'm telling you, got all these natural herbs. My goodness, I'm seeing some of you guys really, have the herbs in your home. You're growing the herbs. I'm seeing you guys grow some herbs in your home. A lot of you guys have the herbs in your home. Even if it's just a few, a lot of you guys are growing those herbs in your home, and it's so cool. I can't name that what I'm looking at. It looks like parsley, but it's not. It's a little bit lighter in color. I forget what that is. So I see it. The higher realms is showing it to me, okay? Whew, yeah, so a lot of you guys, don't forget to incorporate that lemon water in your diet as well today. Something about onion rings is what I'm hearing you guys do. Some of you guys are going to have some onion rings on the side. First of all, I don't know why the higher realms are showing me you guys this meal. Some of you guys are just doing this eloquent Greek-like type style salad. I'm seeing capers in there. I'm seeing the olives in there. I'm seeing black olives. I'm seeing, oh, so some of you guys really are like, okay, so listen, I may be talking to some, because I don't know, at this level, I really, it's some energy of chef here with that Caesar salad. I'm seeing Caesar salad. Some of you guys really doing that quality version of a Caesar salad. It's unique. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're doing it. And you got the fruit in there and everything. The little oranges cut up. Some of you guys got some pineapples in there or something, or pears all sliced. Something cute and nice. It's nice. Yeah, and then the others of you guys, like I said, you're changing your eating style. Some of you guys are eating those fruit bowls as well. Some of you guys, the ones who are changing their habit, you guys are ordering those, I forget what you call it, please forgive me, but it has all that good stuff in there with the bananas, the blueberries, the cut strawberries, and like a little oatmeal fry pat. I can't call it. You know what I'm talking about. You guys are doing that. Ooh, that looks good. So a lot of you guys are doing that with the raspberry, like, I don't know, it's gorgeous. So those of you who are changing your diet and eventually gonna work your way up to all of your meals yourself, those who are eating out, you're eating out even healthy, is what I see here. Yeah. Some of you guys are able to spend a little bit quality time now with your pet more than usual. Something about your time bracket. Some of you guys may become dog walkers or something like that. Or some of you guys are the energy of dog walkers here. Most of you guys are driving at this drivers, yeah. And that's the energy I'm getting for you guys at this time. Shout out to those who have newborn puppies. Shout out to you guys. Oh my goodness, newborn puppies. Ooh. Newborn baby puppy. Congrats. Oh. Chinchilla. Something about a chinchilla or chinchilla. Something with the CH. However, I'm seeing a light brown puppy. Shout out to the new baby Libras too, who are have the little baby there. Some of you guys adopted. Congratulations. I see some of you guys adopted. Or what do you call how you do that? Kin care or kin something? Something like an adoption, but yeah. So congratulations on the baby there for my Libras. So a lot of you guys, this energy that's coming through. You guys, let's do this real quick because I have to do this, okay? Let's have a moment of silence for all the Libras who did not make it to their beautiful, special, victorious day in this form, however they are here in every way, So let's just have a moment of silence for them, if you will. Thank you, guys. Womack, Margina, Marjorie, Antone, Steinem, Sty, Shy, Cheyenne, Tina, Margarita, Combs, Honey, Diane, Latifa, Mayan, Mimi, Mika, Rain, Andy, and Troy, Genius, Donna. Okay. Lewis. Harrisburg. I heard Harrisburg, and then I heard Harrisburg, Virginia. Or the name could also be Virginia as well. Okay, Ann's home. Connie. Yells. I heard Trina. Okay, and Daryl. So those are the names that's coming through, you guys. Whatever they mean to you. And I heard Ivy at the last part. Ivy. What? Okay, so I heard Ivy and nails, and that's interesting. Okay, so that's what I heard, you guys, and Tony in every way. So let's get down to the get down, you guys. I need to come out of that. Francesca, somebody, Francesca, and Francine, Benny, Marco, DeMarco, Lonzo, Ephraim, Edie, Eddie. Okay, I hope that's it, you guys. Okay, Oscar, and that's it. So it's a lot of names, a lot of love coming through from the other side for you, Libras. My goodness. Alexandria. Oh my goodness. Let me get down to the get down. Let me try my best to move on, because it's really something. My goodness, I didn't think I was going to be. Zion. Okay, so you guys need to know that this life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. All right. Even though you may have a lot of people in competition out there, I always like to pick out these ones to give you an idea of who they are. Might be that dressed up garbage can man, right? And then it also may be that $500 hat on that 50-cent head, because they're always trying to, holler at you about getting in the bed, right? So then you got that last one. That one with all those degrees, more than a thermometer. All right? But they always asking you, Libra, what do you think I should do? Those people may be in different dimensional levels of competition with you, okay? At any time, of course, of a day. This is what they do. This is how they operate in every way. Has nothing to do with you in any way. I just want to let you guys know that. And the reason for that is because life is your soul's mission. It's not a competition. The higher realms want you to embrace your intuition, because the higher realms gave you something so priceless that's inside of you along your soul's mission. That is called your intuition. The higher realms is telling you, if you can trust that intuition, Libras, you shall begin to see without sight. People always scratching their head trying to figure out how the blind man or woman can maneuver day or night, because of that intuition. All right? Now the higher realms said the higher realms really didn't stop there at all. But you got those colleges, they will tell you that you don't have any tuition, right? You don't have any tuition. You were born, you yourself is your wealth. You were born with that intuition, which is priceless, right? So you get to the college and they might say, you don't have, where's your tuition? Where's your tuition? Well, yourself is your wealth. Guess what? Libras, if you didn't sit in that chair, what tuition would they have there? That's what I would say. All right? And you don't need a clear for that. So the bottom line is, my goodness, the higher realms place something so beautiful inside of you called your intuition. It keeps you spiritually tethered to your beautiful thing called your GPS. And that's the God's guide, the guides, and simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. Now, the acronym for steps is simply STEP, a solution to every problem. You guys were born with that, as a matter of fact. Now, make no mistake about this, Libra. A problem is something that you create, situations or things that happen. That's why when you hear about a problem, it always sounds like this. Houston, there's a problem. Yeah, because see, a problem, you can put a name on it. Why? Because a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. The situation usually sounds like this. What had happened was, okay, right? So, yeah, so the higher realms want you to embrace, that energy that way. Why? Because the higher realms want you to step back within the course of a day and ask yourself, am I the solution? If I don't hear anything said, I must be the problem in some type of way. Why the higher realms is letting you know this message today? Well, because simply the enemy is enemy. No one can harm me more than I can ever harm me. Why is that, you think, Libra? Well, it's because I take me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I take me with me. So therefore, when there's one finger pointing out there, you know how people have that one finger pointing out. Remember that it's three fingers pointing right back. It's important that we do not lack in spiritual maturity. The enemy is solely enemy. Now, the reason for that, the higher realms would like for you to know. When it's time for you to go, get your foot out your butt. Because you already know that you know if you're the solution or you're the problem. You see? That is why the higher realms is sharing that information with you so gracefully. Okay? So get your foot out your butt so you can stand, get that walk, and strut. I can't make it up. Now, this is what brings us to your next level of energy. And the higher realms is saying, well, the higher realms stopped talking through the burning bushes over the years and over the decades and all the times and the eons like it used to. Because the higher realms, they used to do that all the time. It was very frequent. But now it's just not as much fun. Why? Because there's so many distractions. Here come the fire department. And then the ambulance, the rescue squad, trying to rescue you from the burning bush, and the higher realms trying to have a conversation with you, and you nice and warm and snuggly with the conversation. So, the higher realms say, you know what? Because the higher realms show him something too. Now, that's why you hear certain journalists come on the news and say, we can't put the fire out. It's been burning for days. You think? The higher realms gonna do what the higher realms do. Right on this earth, it may be unbeknownst to you, Libras, there's been a fire burning now almost 60 years. Period. On this earth. So if the higher realms want to talk, the higher realms can talk. Ain't no putting that fire out. That's the bottom line. However, the higher realms want you to be aware that the higher realms is speaking to you all the time through numbers, signs, and synchronicities as well. That's your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. And a lot of you guys, it's also your name code, okay, in every way. So the bottom line is this. You have birthright 109, and this is so powerful. Why? Because your 10 equals the 10. The number 1 was never meant to be a number in ancient times. Let's start that to begin. All right? The number 1 was never meant to be a number. All right? The number 1. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. The number 1 represents God, the Alpha, the beginning. All right? From the beginning, you guys need to know that you have that God, you have that God-like energy inside of you. Now let me break it down so you know what I know. You know what I'm saying? So we break it down to the simplest form, to G-O-D, clarity. All right? G-O-D, good orderly direction. A lot of you guys find yourself giving a lot of good orderly direction. Why is that? because of that birthright number 1. All right. A lot of you guys find yourself with the next level, God, gratitude over depression. You find yourself trying to do something, alive in yourself, happy yourself. You find gratitude in yourself. Why is that? When you're feeling down, because of that God energy inside of you that gives you that gratitude synergy. Now, the last level of that is God. Guess what? You guys find yourself not letting any grass grow under your feet. Yeah, because the God is so sweet, the great outdoors. You guys find yourself gone. You hear me? Just gone. And that is your birthright number 1. Now, because you have that alpha male and alpha female energy in you guys, a lot of you guys, if you're male or female, you have that alpha energy, right? So the bottom line is, the only thing that can be very challenging about carrying that strong energy, because I know people say, you got a strong opinion about that. Yes, you do, because you're talking to an alpha. How about that? So the bottom line is this. The only challenge with that type of energy is simply the fact that people can live and die and never equate a fraction usage of their alpha brain state. And that just simply means that it's more harder for you guys to match with the mate. That's all. And that 0 is so profound next to that number 1. Why? Because that 0 also represents God, the Omega, the N. A lot of you guys, the higher realms is telling you through your birthright number 10 that the higher realms is with you from the beginning to the end. And through that 0, the higher realms is going full circle with you guys to the end. I can't make this stuff up. Period. And because your birthright number totals that 10 equals 10, right? The higher realms is telling you guys that the higher realms would like for you to move forward with confidence from within. Because a lot of you guys, believe it or not, the number 10 represents a physical end. So a lot of you guys are completing cycles in this lifetime physically, as well as this beautiful number 9 here, because you have that number 9. A lot of you guys need to represent that you're spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. You're born that way because of that number 9. A lot of you guys may have heard a lot of baby stories like, oh, you did this, you held that before you can even, and you were sitting up, and then you rolled your eyes, and you probably all heard all that because of your birthright number 9. You were very scary when you were born because you were doing too much. All right? How they say, moving out the way for another, and they was hoping when another one coming. Not another one, please, right? But the bottom line is, you are spiritually awakened. You were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned with this beautiful birthright number 9, which means that you guys have also come back for the spiritual ending and the physical ending in this lifetime. All right? And because that 1 is left of 9, I can't go without telling you guys that 1 from 9 equals 8. So 8 is also your birthright number. And number 8 represents 2 circles, one at the top and one at the bottom. And you guys already know. We talking about that. Listen, you guys have God energy all through your synergy here. Your birthright numbers is nothing but that God energy. It's powerful. You hear me? It's powerful. And this is not a religious channel per se. But to make no mistake about it, you guys, I don't want to be so spiritually great that I can't be any earthly good, because I have to be some earthly good here, right? Let's make that clear. Now, the bottom line is this, you guys. He who had the ear, let him or her hear. This 1 left of your 9 means I have to take 1 away from 9, which equals the number 8. That is, that equals that same energy that I told you guys, the God. That 0 at the top and that 0 at the bottom represents, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. And a circle represents completion. So we're talking about you all over again. Now, anything at the top realm, just remember It represents the spiritual realm. That's why they always say because your brain is at the top of your body. That's why you always hear people say at least try to keep positive thoughts, right? Yeah, because then you got some other people that still run around and say, oh, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg? What came first? It was a thought. So be mindful of what you guys keep up there in that spiritual realm, right? So the higher realms want you to know that number 8 is as so, the circle at the top and the circle below. It represents so as is done above, it shall be done down below. And a lot of you guys are here because of that number 8. That number 8, it is a birthright number that increases the vibration of energy, vibration and frequency. It increases the vibration and frequency of a lot of you guys were planted in certain places of the world to increase the earth vibration, okay? That's what you need to know as well, okay? That's why people try to move around so much today. It's ridiculous. People don't know what they did. They don't know they know not what they do. They know not that they are the one creating certain earthquakes, tsunamis, and things of that nature because of what is supposed to be. You remember, well, anywho, I'm going to leave that as so. The bottom line is you guys bring an increase, okay, because of that number 8. Number 8 represents also abundance as well. You guys, abundance is your birthright. Please recognize, okay? Now, 1 plus 9 equals 10. So you guys are that 10-10. And all you do is win, win, win. So a lot of you guys, yeah, that 10-10, that's powerful. That's your birthright, 10-10. That is so significant from the beginning till the end. Why? Because if you ever add that up, that's the higher realm's favorite number, which is 20. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. But when you get into that 20, it talks about that number 2. You remember that? The higher realms highly favor you because of that number 2. But I want to leave that as so, that 10-10, and you guys have to, man, that's powerful. So that equals the number 20, which is the higher realm's favorite number. And I have to leave it there because I'm not going to be able to get y'all read. But I have to let y'all know that number 2 is the higher realm's favorite number. 20 is the higher realm's favorite number because of that 2. Everything on your body equates the number of 2. The higher realm said all you have to do is look in that mirror. You'll see everything on your body of the number 2. You got 2 sides of your brain. 1, 2. You got 2 sides of your body. 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes. And they're both the same size. Oh, my goodness. Man, the higher realm said just as sure, and a lot of you guys do pray because you wouldn't have that number 2 at the ending of your birthright. You wouldn't have those 2 10s, okay? So what I need to tell you guys is, as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm said whatever you're praying for is already right there. So that's enough, you guys. Now, I need to tell you what's going on with your read at this time. Because I see you guys, prosperity. Some of you guys have been manifesting prosperity during these moon cycles. And baby, it's coming to you in divine order. A lot of you guys work in some type of field where, it is like strategic research and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys are really vetted in this field. The higher realms want you guys to practice breathing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people think that smoke is what's really helping them when they go outside to smoke. Yeah, they think the smoking really helps. It's not the smoking, it's the breathing. If they go outside and just breathe, or they can stay where they are and breathe. If you practice breathing, you know what I'm saying? That is what came first. You remember the story, breathe life into you? The breath is the only thing that connects the spiritual to the physical. When you pray for something in the spiritual realm to physically materialize. And if you wasn't breathing, what would be physically materialized? So people are estimating that the power of breathing Okay, so that's what the higher realms want you guys to do, to practice breathing. Some of you guys have been doing so. You've been studying deep about meditation. Others of you, a lot of you guys need to know that you have these brilliant ideas, okay? A lot of you guys have some ideas that's really financially lucrative, and that's where the prosperity comes from. Like I said, a lot of you guys have been manifesting during this moon cycle. A lot of you guys need to know that you're very clairvoyant. So a lot of you guys physically see what the higher realms want you to see. So in other words, say like daydreaming. A lot of you guys do the daydreaming. Guess what that is? That's your clairvoyance. They call it daydreaming or imagining. That's your clairvoyance. The higher realms is showing you something. All right, that's yours. Why are you getting it yet? You know what I'm saying? Why are you moving forward? Why didn't you pick up that phone? Why didn't you go to the archives? Oops, I slipped. Yeah, so some of you guys need to go to the archives. It says yeah, some of you guys need to do your history. Some of you guys need to do some digging because you have some stuff out there for you, okay? I see a lot of you guys are natural born leaders in every way, and you're very passionate about it, and you do it all by yourself here. However, a lot of you guys are, in your relationship leaders as well, and you're very passionate about it, but a lot of you guys feel like you're alone in it, especially when it comes to, finances. It seems like you guys are the only one, kind of shelling up finances. That's why the higher I'm saying practice breathing too, because a lot of you guys may get caught up in something that's not even about you. You guys are about spiritual order, period. Meaning divine timing, and that's what you are about. That is your life, real. That's your life force energy is what I'm trying to say, and you guys know exactly what to do in every which way here. Is what I see, and that's clear. I told you guys, a lot of you guys have an inheritance here, property, a home, okay? Yeah. So I see you guys have an inheritance like I shared with you guys earlier. You remember I told you got to do some research. Some of you guys have to do the research. All right. Some of you guys may have to look in a newspaper too as well. But you know what I mean? Look in those newspapers because something is going on where they're trying to auction off this daggone home of yours. And this is really honest to God. Like, honestly yours. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to put it in the newspaper so that I don't like that. I really don't like that. So that's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm feeling, and that's what I'm getting from the higher realms, because somebody doesn't have the power of eternity, paper. Somebody's not the power of attorney, so they have to put it in a newspaper at this time. But however, communication has already, some lawyer knows, okay? They just have to speak to you guys. It's a lawyer that know here. And you have blessings. And this lawyer was trained to find people, you know what I'm saying? Or they're going to hire people that's very trained, because I don't think this newspaper thing going to fly here. I pray not, because this is not healthy. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because what I'm getting is snakish energy. Somebody trying to underhandedly do this. You know what I'm saying? Pretend like you're not available or you're not around. Oh, if I put it in this particular newspaper, blah blah. But they're going to be greeted with a serious force of fate. Fatality, and they're going to meet Mother Nature for who she really is in full force. That's what I'm getting. Somebody's getting ready to take a flight, and they're going to meet Mother Nature. And I'm just saying that because I know that it's weird. I can't say much, but yeah, their faith is not trying to steal, and you don't even know you ain't got time. That is hilarious. Instead of doing something that matters in this world, you're trying to steal, and you don't even have time. That's just like somebody snatch something and go bam, get the bus run over them. That's what's gonna happen to these people. As soon as they think they did something towards this, dang, that's it for them. They're not even gonna be able to see it. So that's dumb. That's really, really dumb. So the higher realms, you guys are being honored. Like I said, you got that gold cup. A lot of you guys are being honored in a real, true way. And the higher realms appreciate your strength over the years, your sacrifice, your self-sacrifice in this leadership that you guys have been doing. The higher realms and all the higher authorities are, congratulating you guys. Because it's been a challenge. It's been a psychological challenge on you guys throughout this whole time. A lot of you guys have been heavily grieving because all those names came through. I can't make it up. However, you shall see success. You shall be honored. You are already admired in such a big way. Okay. Yeah. My goodness. The higher realms is really sending light and love to your health. Making you more available to get around and do what you need to do. Making you available for body changes that's important to you, positive body changes at this time. And listen, can I tell you guys, victory, success, good health, and man, it's here. It's like it's life changing. It's here. That's what I see for your read. I cannot make it up. And guess what? You remember I told you guys, I don't know if I told you guys, but the bottom line is, yeah, I said in your previous life. So all of these, so this is what's happening here. A lot of you guys are receiving everything from past, present, and future. So in other words, every good seed you've sown and every good deed you've known is coming back to you guys 10 times fold. And it's coming in fruition, like is what I'm trying to say. It's coming into fruition. Sorry about that. And hopefully you guys will see it like so clear. And hopefully you'll come back and show some love here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well, because I'm telling you guys, this is interesting. It's a powerful spiritual message that a lot of you guys, it's like it's a whole new level of financial life for you guys. You know how you upgrade? It's like deeper than upgrade. It's like you getting like resuscitation, like the breathe. So your finances are being resuscitated. Everything is being resuscitated. So anything that's quote unquote supposed to be stopped or hindered in any type of way, it's not happening. Because like I said, I'm seeing the higher realm stop it at the core. These people are going to be met with a strange fate, man. Look out. That's all I gotta say. Look out. That's it. And I may have to title that, because they're trying to hide this inheritance. And like I said, that's dumb when you don't even have time. What's wrong with these fools? Let me see what else is going on here. Boy, somebody then bought somebody some new shoes, and it's no superstition there, but I'm just saying somebody gonna end up walking away. Something like that. But I also see you guys having some new shoes, new boots, new things of that nature. And you're walking away from what no longer serves you. And I'm sorry, that person bought you out some shoes. That's just how it is. Because you're walking away from what no longer serves you. But they do say certain things about those shoes. However, some of you guys actually felt like no one cared. But you're going to see that through that. So the higher realms want me to give you guys some humor before we go, okay? And I have to tell you guys a story about the little boy who was in school, okay? I like to use the name John, and anyway, I don't know why. I can't help it. All right, so it was a little boy named John. He was in school. All right, and John, the teacher asked John, who signed the Declaration of Independence? John started cussing the teacher out. I don't know who signed it. The teacher said, whoa, whoa, whoa. You get your stuff and you get out my classroom and you don't come back to this classroom unless you have a meeting with me, the principal, and your father. You bring your father back here and we have the meeting, and that's the only time you can come back. And John said, okay, and left. And he brought his father back the next day in the principal's office. They're sitting there, and here come the teacher in the office. So now you got John, the principal, and the teacher in the office, and John's father. And the teacher said, okay, yeah. Now, John, who signed the Declaration of Independence? John started cussing again. And the father said, wait a minute, excuse me. Son, come step out in the hallway and talk, because I want to talk to you a moment. Excuse me before I talk to my son. He excuses himself. So he walked out there in the hallway with his son. He says, son, listen, I know our family got a bad reputation. We may rob, we may steal, we may even kill. But if you sign that Declaration of Independence, you go tell them you signed it. There's one thing we don't do. We don't lie. So, yeah. So, with that, I love you guys. This is where we must part ways, Libra. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you, and within one.